actually 30 in a week.
30 in a week. Well, happy birthday to Orcs. And as he turns 41, let's remember C9 and Furia had a bit of a tech issue. And I'll remind you that Toots' screen was actually swapped out from what we could see. And now we're back in the game. Elimination, single game. Let's go. We talked about a little bit of front to back. We see good solo lanes from C9. Orcs told you before that if the solo laners get ahead and kind of get to spin the wheel a bit, then it feels like C9 will have a lot to work with. But otherwise, center scaling and all that, plus having a bit of setup against a comp that wants to go in melee, it's going to be dangerous for C9. So it all comes down to this.
Senna's been having a good day.
Senna has had a great day, actually.
So we'll see how that goes.
It's maybe evident because there haven't been many bot lanes that have been able to punish. You know, like Senna's come through the laning phase a bit too easily, even in swaps. You know, do you agree with that? I feel like, I mean, you could argue that maybe there's been more happening in solo lanes, and maybe that's why. What do you think?
I mean,
you don't have to agree with me all the time. You know, I'm not the smartest guy.
I think it's difficult. I think the lane matchups in general have been pretty robust. You know, seen a lot of Senna notes on Alistair. It's kind of hard to
do anything.
Have a matchup that's too favorable.
Sure.
You know, like you could pick. I feel like if you pick like a double range matchup into that, you know, it's like one gank and it could fall apart. Plus you have to sustain in the center, and you know, like you have the Rel here, but what is Rel supposed to do into Alistair really to get the Corki close enough?
Yeah.
And all Senna has to do is just kind of survive in this lane, and you feel pretty good about it.
True. There's a lot of sustain in that lane as well, like Alistair passive, what is it, 5-7 minions, healing, then a piercing darkness. It's
honestly, it's kind of crazy how much there is, you know. Like it's not as like immediately obvious as like Rakan, who can do it on demand.
Yeah.
But it consistently comes through. It makes a big difference.
Sure.
Do you remember when Rel Q had healing?
No.
Was it hit Q that? I think, yeah, it was a Q. Q had healing. You know, it didn't used to stun.
It used to, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you now because I'm thinking about, like, that was their first iteration, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because Attract and Repel, that was the E, which I thought was a fun play on words, was also gave a shield. No, that had a stun in it. Remember the E had a stun in it?
Yeah, like a micro stun.
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, it was really small, but I think the iteration of Rel right now is pretty good. It's like, feels like a good skill champ.
Ego's doing pretty well in the top lane.
He is, actually.
I'm not even gonna lie, I saw this matchup, we saw so much in the LCK, and the amount of times we saw, honestly, even Gwen like solo killing Ambessa early, it was not pretty.
Yeah.
Like I lost complete faith in Ambessa's in this matchup, and we just saw players refusing to opt into it, and Ego's having a good time, so playing it pretty well. And now with Tattoo leading over, Thanatos in an uncomfortable spot, will walk. Oh! Takes 2 tower hits though.
Was that 2, was it? Oh,
yeah.
Shield helped out a little bit, but
I don't think it really matters. I don't think they're going to go for the dive. I think Thanatos kind of backed away, handled the pressure well. But, yeah.
Just at least worth noting. And also, Ward spots out Tattoo on top side, so a couple of wards placed in River as he makes his return. Note that Blabber has actually already made his recall, so he's got the large belt and will pick up his grubs, not grubs. You know what I mean? Sorry. Long day. Gromp. And I feel like, I feel like after that push in as well, that nice reset, Thanatos now going to be walking up, holding onto his TP as well. There should be some attention, maybe given top here after Wolf spawn. But it is hard to get up there. I mean, all that security and vision, like, Blabber's not going to be able to get anywhere near.
No, it's a good insurance policy, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, Blabber wants to play around his solo lanes. He wants to make use of that passive. And very hard to do when they've got so much vision down. I think it's good moves from Tattoo just to, you know, it did potentially threaten the prospect of a dive, but Thanatos reacted well, but the vision's just going to give the insurance for his top laner. So far, I do see a little bit of a lead in terms of farm going over to Sven, but I think it's still really fine for Furia's bot lane.
Sure. I mean, Corky's a lane bully now. And he feels like he's, if you get a bit of lockdown, Sven just whittles away your armor and takes away your health.
I mean, his autos just do so much damage as well with the extra true damage, but kind of hard to get in range to really connect onto the center now.
Oh, ulti. Oh, away. Sent away because of the seismic shove. There is a knock-up to follow suit, though, but Loki just doesn't have enough to work with. Blabber's now on the way, and he's going to do some damage into Tattoo, though. There's a permafrost, there's a flash, and a follow-up from Loki, but out of range. Toots now in a great spot. Seismic shove, and Tattoo just forces them through. That's 2 flashes for C9, only 1 for Toots.
Yeah, I think Toots played it super well. The seismic shove on the ult from Loki, really important to keep him safe. And then it felt like Blabber was super patient, but Toots was even more so to survive on that one. They'll still get the shove in, but today gets back to lane pretty fast when you just path next to the walls for the extra movement speed.
Yeah.
And trading up in terms of summoners, you got to be happy.
Crash down here in bot. Sven is just looking at the wave, and Vulcan will just walk it out. Meanwhile, top side, Thanatos, he's level 6. Tattoo is looking for an angle in. Wave's not the worst, but it does deny the cannon, so... I mean, Giga, that's twice that's happened here where he's had control of this wave, either because Tattoo's there or because he had the pressure from the health trade. As level 6 is now there. Need to work. Giga's going to take the second and the third, waiting for the full-on snip, and we now need another rotation, but Giga is going to path back to his turret. His flash still available with his own ulti. Thanatos a bit low on mana as well.
Yeah, I do have those biscuits for Giga in the inventory if he needs a bit of extra help, although not nearly as strong as they used to be back before they got nerfed. So we do just see him reset and the swap comes in. Survives against that ult. Dragon will be secured.
TP flank.
Oh, yeah.
And that is Giga coming in as well.
He has ult still.
Not only will get the swap, you're right, that with the flash available as well, he can get into range. Jojo just needs to get around. A little bit late, though. He matches, but even under turret won't matter. And there you go. A public execution made personal.
So well played there by Jojo. It was kind of hard to do because he didn't have full vision the whole time.
Let's do the play in response. Let's go. Okay. We're going to bring Rel in, though, but Vulcan a little bit further away. I don't think the response is going to be as good.
Yeah, I don't think Thanatos can follow up quite as well. We'll also have his recall stopped, yeah. And pretty favorable for Furia on the back of that play.
Yeah.
I like the confidence. I like the setup. Making use of that ult from the Ambessa and getting a kill in pocket. And now has a Hex Drinker as well to help out in that 1v1 matchup. Does delay the Eclipse Spike a little bit, but makes the all-ins harder for Thanatos to find.
I feel like for base Sejuani damage as well, that might come in handy too. As all-in, helping out as you can see. Thanatos, okay, a little bit of true damage comes through, and Thanatos just waiting again for the next snip. This is a pure 1v1. All junglers looking towards topside because grubs have now spawned. Priorities are up in this lane as the 2v2 is pretty even where the wave state is, but you can see pings are getting spammed down. After mid got cleared, Loki wants to move, Toots is already there behind. Blabber's going to start up grubs, and we'll see how Tattoo gets in.
Yeah, they are looking to contest this one.
It's Weaver's wall. Blabber's going to be isolated. This makes it a 3 versus 2 on the left side of the wall. Blabber's now out as well. Perfectly placed. Furia, well decapitated fight. It's nice to see. Vulcan is just going to be left isolated, and in the end, Tattoo, a couple of more autos, a couple more hits, and down he goes. 3-0. Furia disassembled that fight so well.
Yeah, committed immediately. They knew it was a flashless Corki there, able to find the connection with the Weaver's wall. The Dragon was free for Cloud9, but they weren't willing to give over the grubs as well. They'll get all 3, and on top of those kills, they're more than happy.
Man, 3 grubs, 3 kills. Like Furia, the early game is going brilliantly. Now C9 are getting pulled in, but Jojo is waiting over the wall. Loki gets separated, and Tattoo jumps back in. His Crazy Guard comes in handy. The Fate Sealed misses, and Blabber's going to die first. Ayu's behind, hitting from behind, and hitting well. Tots gets a seismic shot back, and once again I see a Zinzao with an early double. Loki, the range, is going to find him, and Ayu just needs another auto. There it is. A 6-0 start, and over the wall, Gigo's looking for the 7th. Flashes, sees Thanatos. And the flash will be matched, but Furia are furious.
And such a miscalculation there from Cloud9. This is the first initial play. A little bit scuffed at times. The seismic shove takes him out of the center roll, but there's just nothing Sven can do when he's trapped in like that. And then it's a split fight from there. Vulcan isolating alone, so they clean him up. But the thing is, the ult, the Crescent Guard, wasn't used by Tattoo. He still has his flash as well. So I think it was a miscalculation from Cloud9 because they commit onto the Zinzao, but he has all of his cooldowns, and he's actually down to fight.
Yeah.
Ult comes through, he dodges the ult from Loki. They end up taking down Blabber. They clean up Sven on the back end, and suddenly Cloud9 realize their mistake. They realize they've committed to a fight they can't win.
what we're saying, Furia at MSI. I mean, there was so many good skirmishes, so many good fights like this. Feels like it's their bread and butter. It's where they really thrive. And Tattoo in this game now has an insane lead. 1,300 gold as the lead. And we were just talking about Gen.G. We were just talking about a Zinzal who got ahead in the early game and ran the business end of the rest of it. We're there again. Gigo's the same. And this center is well and truly ahead. 0-3-0 for Sven. This early game is a disaster for Cloud9.
It's in such a rough spot, and especially when a champion like Zinzal gets I mean, we saw it last game, we've seen it again.
Yeah.
But the Sundered Sky makes him so hard to deal with. He's doing so much damage. He heals so much. And with that ult, he's so hard to focus. A 3,000 gold lead at 11 minutes. This game is starting to feel pretty cooked already. C9, they need to find some plays and quickly.
Oh my god. And IU's damage is already mattering a lot with Static Shiv. This is a 1v3 dive. Weaver's Wall brought him down, and Toots is going to make sure that no one leaves the ground. That's Thanatos kept in pound. Toots with a kill of his own. Bot is opening up. Tattoo's covering. Blabber's coming in just to try and help this turret from falling down further.
Yeah, more and more plates going over. Blabber's in the vicinity. There's some backup moving through, but they're not going to be there in time to really do anything other than just defend the tower. And that's the thing. It's not like anything is happening across the map, you know. If this play was happening and maybe Cloud9 were getting some, you know, plates top or some pressure somewhere else or a kill, sure, but they're kind of just trying to stop the bleeding a little bit. But they're still losing out in these plays. 4,000 gold lead now for Furia. 4,000 gold at 12 minutes.
It's not even the worst of it, because as Fate Seal comes out and Loki gets hit under turret, I see 44 souls in 12 minutes. Like, IU is ahead of the clock for sure, and it's pretty bad when you see a center that's probably going to get 60 souls by 17, 18 minutes and is already this strong. Dragon's going to be started here by Tattoo. First one went over to Cloud9 while Gigo just got himself a turret plate and topside as well. It keeps growing in good news here for Furia for the Brazilian side.
Yeah, I mean, getting this Dragon here. Obviously, Cloud9 got that one earlier, but start stacking towards that Soul. Mountain Dragon as well. The extra start's going to come in big. Will be a Chemtech Soul again, which I think Cloud9 pretty happy again about when you're this far behind.
Yeah.
Chemtech not the most impactful. Still a decent amount of value with champions like Zinzal and Mbessa. But they need time. And the problem is, I mean, there's elements of the composition which scales well, right? You know, we talked about them before, like the, you know, the Yone and the Gwen.
Yeah.
But you're into a Senna, and if you're playing for time against a Senna, that feels terrible. But right now with a 4,000 gold lead, this early in the game, it feels dreadful. You kind of just need to buy some time and farm up, because when everyone on the enemy team has like full items and you don't have full items on your side, it's just so hard to compete. You need time, and you need to try and just stop giving away advantages to Furia right now.
50 by 14, that's right now what I'm seeing from IU. Not to get caught out on mid-wave though. He's stepping up to Sven. He gets some good soul trading once again. And I think that's the one fear I see, is that for IU, what we saw a lot at MSI was him getting caught out on mid-waves with Jojo. They definitely felt like the weak part of the team, so just to make sure he tracks his jungle pathing is into Sven. Look at that. Oh my god.
I mean, the problem is he's playing so aggressive.
But I guess he can.
But he can, you know? Like, this is a situation where you might think, well, maybe if you're playing this aggressive, you'll be punished. But he's so far ahead, they're not in position to punish him. You can see Vulcan hanging around, just trying to cover Loki, but it just feels like they're in such a defensive position right now, which they kind of have to be.
As Thanatos being drawn in. Gigo has his ult, he's going to burn it. Jojo's here. It's all about the follow-up damage now with Trample getting another stun. Need to work for a bit of healing, and that'll help under turret. Gigo going deep and tanking up is Jojo for now. Gigo's going to get a shield bash, or at least a shield out. They bring it close, but the heal up from Thanatos is going to stay around while Gigo tries to get the turret.
Got a little bit scary there, even with the ult from the Alistair, the like 1 point in ultimate, the first rank. It does reduce damage by a good amount, but it's not that much. The tower being built up so much will eventually start to shred. Yeah. And obviously the ult did time out, so not enough damage yet just to dive through Thanatos, especially when Gigo just doesn't have that first item as well. But, you know, these feel like little wins for Cloud9, but anything, they need anything right now. Anything like that, they'll take.
I mean, people had big expectations, like C9 might be second seed of LTA North, but this would be a big bow out in the tournament. It's only a 4K gold lead. Game's not over yet, but Furia getting more and more. The Herald going to be taken here, and IU is just sitting mid. I mean, look at him, 53 souls. Again, there is a chance that this guy gets the 60 even before the 18-minute mark at this point, if he gets some heavy trading in the next couple. But regardless, Herald's taken down, out of topside. The next goal, and it should be taken easily. Loki's giving respect over because he knows that his jungler's nowhere nearby yet.
I mean, Judges has kind of been everywhere in this game. And now he's in the top lane, doesn't find an angle into Loki, uses that Unbound Soul, but just the pressure is constant, and I think Furia just haven't really made any mistakes yet, which is what makes it feel almost more frustrating for Cloud9.
Oh my god, and the damage as well. Fate Seal gets in the way. Here's Blabber to help out. Permafrost going to help as well, and a bit egregious. Ulti still up and available, but shut down before he can use it. A C9 might have found a window in, a bop away from Jojo. His ulti helps negate the damage, though, as it becomes a 1-for-1. It's Vulcan over the jungler. But Furia still got what they came for, and they came for this turret. They're not leaving without it.
Just as I say, haven't made any mistakes. There we go.
There is a mistake from Tattoo.
Tattoo, a bit of a flub there.
Flash and ulti available as well.
Yeah,
like
got CC chained. Kind of thought he'd have more for window, maybe to heal up with Sundered Sky before he had to ult, and it ends up backfiring. Decent influx of gold. There's a big shutdown.
Hopefully with Yone.
But Furia still get that top lane tower. So, you know, it's something they definitely needed, but they need more.
When you're that far behind early versus the center, you're probably going to take it, aren't you? 57 is the count. I got it wrong, guys. Probably not going to get towards 60 before 18. It's obsession, isn't it? It's kind of like a dopamine.
Stay away. He could definitely get 3.
It's a dopamine hit, though, like having that many, isn't it?
You could high roll in a wave.
Oh, yeah. Or Sven just jumps up and you get one from him right now.
I don't think he would do that.
Come on. Look at him. Look at him. Look, wait. Pretend you're walking away. Static shift first. Then, there's one. And then watch this. Wait, Orcs, wait. Orcs, oh, he didn't get that one. Did he get a soul from it?
Got another? He's one more.
Oh.
One more. Where's he going to get it from?
Come on. 1735. Oh, wait. If only wards dropped them. Wait,
but a camp.
Oh, Scuttle counts, right?
There you go.
Oh, 60 at 1747.
That's pretty good.
That is very good.
And Sven's not been having a fun time on this Corki. Just getting pushed in constantly in the mid lane. Dragon's up, going to be taken by Furia. And need to see some more shutdowns coming through.
Yeah.
I think as well, you kind of get to the point in the game when it's going a little slow like this. Like, only Jojo doesn't have Flash. And that's not really that relevant because it's an Alistair. But you kind of need to ban summoners from members of Furia, but it's very hard to do without committing in a way that sacrifices a lot.
True.
But like, if you go into a fight, like an important fight, and IU has cleansed and Flash, you're probably not winning.
True. If
you're this far behind. So you need to find a way to force those summoners without giving over 5 kills, and then you need to fight while those summoners. It's just, you know, I don't know if you know this, Jake, but being behind in gold significantly in League of Legends, generally not a good thing.
Ah. See, I haven't, because usually I just run it down top. So
I have heard that.
Yeah, and usually being behind is a boon for me. Like I
don't think it is.
Well, bro, when you're playing Volley Bear or like a Vi top, anything's possible.
Why are you playing Vi top?
A Vi top is so much fun. You got to be joking. Well, I mean, Valve plays it against Ambessa matchup. I decided to play it against any matchup.
Oh, so
and there's a reason why I don't.
You're Baus now, are you?
No,
you're not. No, you're not.
I'm bad. There's never a good death with mine.
Are you multi-season challenger? No, I don't think so.
I don't think I am. One season emerald, more like it. Okay.
You ever heard that saying? You know, you're not carrier.
I'm not carrier yet, but
you're not Baus either.
Maybe. Thanks. I was waiting for Jojo to show me his carrier move with the exploding blast cone. He's not going to get in anywhere but mid is open. That's all out is open.
I love the setup though that Furia have. You know, you have Jojo with the control and that side bush. They have the threat. They don't need to use it, but it just really puts the pressure on and just really pushing that lead some more. About a 5,000 gold lead at this point. It's not really blown up much more than where we were before, but you can tell they don't really feel the pressure when you have a pick like a center on your team. You're just kind of like, yeah, we can just keep gradually building up the lead, gradually stacking up those souls. I know you love talking about.
I do love soul. You've read me well. Read me like a book. By the way, Vulcan just barried because he wants his flashback. Nice to see Unsealed Spellbook again. I tell you what rune I miss the most? Omni Stone. Do you miss that? That was so troll, but it was so much fun.
You know, I feel like that thing was so cheesy.
It was. I have Grasp now. I have Electrocute. You get like Dark Harvest, and like I'm slowly stacking it.
It was also just, it was kind of bad, you know?
I mean, it wasn't great, no.
I feel like everyone really misses this Kleptomancy.
Oh, yeah. So much better than First Strike. As Vulcan caught out, that was a great lens. Crash down, disengage, but Tattoo wants a little bit more. Jojo forces Vulcan's flash, but the chase continues. With the heal up, a seismic shove as well. This is deep, though. The all-in going to be given over to Cloud9, but again, Tattoo's ulti causes a ruckus. A triple knockup for Jojo, and it's going from bad to worse as Guigo steps in with a public order. Takes them all down to town, and Furia just can't take a no.
That's the sort of play where if it wasn't such a big lead, you know, committing so deep, so heavily for a support, maybe it could backfire, but they're so far ahead, so confident, the skills land, and Furia able to take another decisive teamfight win.
You think they might be going too far forward. They move into a choke versus C9, but C9 can't pull it off, and Orcs, I can't believe I'm saying it, but C9 are so down in the dumps right now. It's a 7k gold disadvantage. And all these outers continue to stand. Furia defending well, while Senna is dealing with the top turret. Okay, only just.
Okay.
Loki gets a solo kill and another shutdown. I thought that was inting.
You know, he got that gold earlier from that kill, and he still hasn't given up on this game. You know, Loki had a bit of an unfortunate one earlier today up against FlyQuest. He won some redemption. Unfortunately, Furia will pick up the Attica. Not much you can do about that, but
only 10 flowers.
Does get a solo kill. There's still some hope. Actually, that's because Cloud9 has 29 medals.
Yeah.
Guys, that's the week on. Just farm every single flower on the map.
And they're worth... Odo keeps telling me they're worth 300 gold for the big flower.
That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy if true, but...
You haven't verified?
No, I don't know.
You can't do the math.
I just listen to Odo and whatever he says goes.
That's good advice.
Yeah, it is. This Fate Seal didn't do much, but... Oh, that bop, that Jojo engage was beautiful.
Oh, Weaver's Wall.
Thanatos was going for this turret. He's going to have to leave with it and maybe his death. Thanatos gets out. He flashes upwards. Flubber's here to make it a 2v2 with the needlework as well. It's getting close. The needlework helps out to step down. True damage, and now Tattoo's run out of ulti. Cloud9 are right back into this. It was the solo kill pot. It was a Thanatos outplayed top. And C9 are looking to breathe. A little bit difficult though, so the ulti's early. Guigo went a little bit early. Loki's now taking this 1v1. He's got life still. He's hitting up the minions. Guigo running on rotations of spells as Loki gets out. Flash match, Fate Shield goes nowhere. It gets yakety sacks. The 1v1. Is it going to continue? His biggest question is Jojo's heading down.
Backup coming in. Loki is in a bad spot. He needs to try and find something quickly.
U2, Guigo misses it. He untethers his soul for a little bit, but Guigo gets him in the end. Okay, respect over to Loki as Cloud9 are trying to get mid in the meantime, and they will. They will take this. They're back in this game.
They haven't given up yet. They've closed the gold lead quite significantly. Only 2,800. Lowest it's been for a long time. A big influx of gold in the back of those plays. Thanatos with a huge play on the top side. And Sven and Vulcan find an opportunity too. Kind of crazy, actually, how much they were able to get on the back of that. You know, when we'd kind of been ready to say, hey, maybe this game's done, they are not ready to go home yet.
It was a 7k gold lead for Furia. As you said, down to 3 now. Let's look at the replay again. This was the top lane. Thanatos committed his flash after this.
And this is what we were talking about, this combination of like the Gwen and the Sejuani so strong. Sliding in with the ult, hitting both of them with that ult there, focusing the burst onto the player, and suddenly Taddy just doesn't have the cooldowns left. Tries to turn it, but the snip comes through. Big influx of gold.
Big to Thanatos as well. He got the double. And he now has a lead over Gigo. Look at mid as well. Lead over Toots. So C9 solo laners who we really built this game around have come to life, and Blabber steps up when he needs to. 15 seconds till Baron. And remember, with all the damage that comes out, true damage and magic damage combined, C9 have a quick Baron. They've just got to commit to the pit, and that's the fear that Fury will be able to get that snap engage to catch them in their tracks.
Yep, I think something to be said is that IU 82 stacks, right? 3 items now with the rapid fire cannon, still has both summoners.
True.
That is a problem. These fights have gone in favor of Cloud9 and skirmishes, not full team fights.
They're looking for Blabber. He's got a mega blast cone, so he'll travel, but he traveled into the middle. He didn't go down. Arctic Assault matched out. Tattoo knows that on the way is Loki. Has to be careful. Again, he finds himself waiting for an audacious charge, but onto Blubber. He's the tank. Seismic shove back, double TV committed. It turns into a barnyard scrap. Center ulti down, but Blubber won't die. He gets the enhanced honeyfruit while Thanatos is in the middle, but he's in the middle alone. Cloud9 has turned into a front to back as Loki wants to escape, but he will not get back on track. Wind becomes lightning, but his soul unbound as Toots takes a double, and Furia right back in at Cloud9. Too early, too soon, too hypey, and they pay the iron price.
Blabber goes for the desperation flank, trying to find an angle. He's the only one who survives the play, but the rest of his team falls in payment, and Furia will take the Baron. Just when hope started to look like he was rearing its head, it is shut down by the LTA South representative.
We're back to where we started. Back to Furia's game to win. Let's watch the replay again, because Blabber caught here has to Arctic Assault over.
It was a game of nerves. I'm not even sure if Tuts had spotted him at that exact moment, but I think he was like, I have to get out. Maybe could have flashed the combo there, but held it for so long. And then the team commits in, and I love the focus from Furia onto the Gwen. They know in this choke, the Gwen could do so much work.
Yeah.
The immediate turn and punish. And as soon as Gwen's gone, they just feel so much better about their chances for getting out.
Gigo's such a nuisance, and then Toots plays the left side of the fight so well. I think Jojo's having a great game.
Yeah.
Jojo had my reserves on an MSI, but like, as you can say, think card, he's standing on that one. But Sven ain't happy, because again, it's back to where we started. As I said before, yeah, teamfight damage is good here from the Corki, but man, Toots is playing on a nice edge as well, and AU has almost 95 souls. Keep counting, because Furia not done yet. We've got a dragon in 2 minutes' time.
It is
They've
soul.
got Baron.
But I think they're looking to get a bit more in the meantime. Trying to push in the jungle. This is just over a red buff. Jojo engages.
They've been fighting this. Smite goes down. Look at where Loki's position is. Gigo's on top of him. Into backline. Ayu is just dead. Loki's taking an assassination as Tattoo jumps in, getting in the way, but it's a turnabout play. Gigo's ulti, brilliant, immense, immeasurable. A triple kill over to the top laner. Furia. Sven flashes away from a seismic shove. He gets a kill. It's a smooth move, but Gigo's on the chase and wants a little bit more. He's got his cooldown. He's got his straight count step, but out of range is Sven. It gets close to C9. Had a couple of good kills, but they're still so far behind. The fight goes to Furia.
That's the problem. They find a great pick on the center from Loki, able to find that 80 carry, but this Ambessa is so strong. So much AoE just shreds through the rest of Cloud9. Still ends up being a teamfight win for Furia. I will say, though, considering how far behind Cloud9 are, this isn't the worst outcome.
Look at Loki here.
Yeah, he finds such a phenomenal angle. So confident, just over the wall with the blast cone. Commits, able to catch onto the center, gets the damage. But you see so much damage has been done here with the AoE. The Ambessa connects in, just churns and burns through so many targets. And then Sven just has to kind of disengage from the situation.
Boy, good damage there. Sven does get out alive in the end, but yeah, Toots is doing so much. You talk about that AoE, that's the Talia. Both mid laners are really burning the midnight oil, aren't they? This elimination now comes down to the next dragon. It's only Chemtech Soul, but it is going to be a full 5v5 for it, Orcsy Poo.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, considering how strong this Ambessa is already, you can't give Gigo this Chemtech Soul.
And Gigo, Magnustorm, no, he's jumped in. He's going to ulti out. Unstoppable center ult helps out as well. And Vulcan, he's dead mince. Again, that's a 5 versus 4. And Fury going to bring in the Weaver's Wall. Look, they're separated. C9 can't get out. Blabber, seismic shove over. Doesn't connect, but a double already set up from Jojo. And Cloud9 are once again getting rinsed by the LTA South.
Looking to end now, and Gigo making it clear that his performance up against G2 at MSI was not a fluke. This guy has been on fire in this game, having such a strong show-up on this Ambessa pick, doing so much work here.
Getting so close, as you said, against G2, putting on such a show at MSI. It won't end now, but Cloud9, as they try to defend, can't lose anyone else, or it might just. Jojo's popped the ulti. Seismic shove again. Loki can't move, sent into 5. And the mid laner is dead for 55 as Furia run away to pick up their soul. They will not push their luck. They will take the donation and move ever so close to continuing to end this game. As we look at this dragon, there's going to be no contest whatsoever. But again, the performance from Furia. What a showing.
Yeah, that's going to be Soul coming in. And it just feels like that might just be the nail in the coffin. Sven now in trouble.
Another Weaver's Wall. It's great, isn't it? I mean, Sven is just going to space himself, but he's dead. They keep running into all this AoE. I got to say, C9 must be so triggered by these stones. Like, every fight, running over this zoning.
Oh, I thought you meant like the confidence.
No, not his stones. The Talia rocks.
I mean, this ult from Gigo here just to buffer the CC from Loki. You know, he's just committed to going in. The CC setup from Tatu there as well into Sven. His team is playing with so much confidence. And they know they're in control of this game. You know, despite the fact Cloud9 have tried to answer back, try to find some windows back in, Furia is not hesitating at all. They've tasted victories at MSI. They weren't able to get those series, and they are refusing to go home. They know they have control of this game. They know Cloud9 need a miracle to come back from this point, so they're just going to keep twisting the knife.
It does seem like EWC so far is not North America's tournament, or at least LTA North's. I will say that the fact that EU is, well, G2 already qualifying before. I'm not saying that because I'm an EU caster Orcs. I just had to say it because probably EU needed something this year. But LTA are going to find themselves in a sticky position as Furia look to verse FlyQuest if they can win and finish this game. Now, a turret was taken in the meantime. That's gold for Loki, who picked up GA. But as Gigo jumps in front of the turret, there's little C9 can do to punish. Gigo needs a miracle ult. They need miracle setup. The word miracle is very important here as 8,000 gold behind.
Yeah, I mean, look, the vision was just shown. The lack of it for Cloud9. Baron's about to come up. And Furia are just inviting Cloud9 in to the fog of war.
Baron's up again. C9 have to walk towards that side of the river. Mid-wave is in no state, and Vulcan, he knows he has to slowly encroach this area, but vision lacking. Darkness is full of terror here, and Cloud9 know it. Trying to draw Furia back on out. Blabber's tagged, but if Tattoo's here, it means Baron's not starting, which is good. It's good for C9. Get towards an Elder Flip if they can, but the engage is there. Jojo forces a flash. Tattoo on the left side of this fight into Thanatos. Spears again landing. The ulti misses from Gigo. For C9 again, that's good. Tattoo's ulti out as well. The Weaver's Wall not very good. The fight is split and Thanatos knows it. It's not bad as the damage on the backside now relies on Ayu, but he's kiting away. Loki sending everything, but with the flash up, it's so hard to get this center. Eventually though, Loki finds a fight with GA. He has to pull more than that out as the resurrection will come through, but Thanatos is now being targeted and Tattoo will take his dues as well. It's a noble attempt, but C9 have nothing left alive. Their dreams crushed at EWC as Tattoo will just buy time. Blood will go back, but one next turret already taken down, and the cavalry is on the way in.
This isn't going to be enough. The team are coming in. Furia have the eyes set on the key of Cloud9. They want to continue this competition and end the hopes of Cloud9, who had just a brief stay at this tournament.
A 0-2 day, a 0-2 stay. Cloud9 ain't no way. As Furia take them down a peg, the LTA South showing that their first seed deserves to be here. They'll crush Cloud9 on day one.
Such a strong performance, honestly. I think Jojo on this Alistair, fantastic, was everywhere on the map. And, you know, there's some minor hiccups. There were some moments where I felt like Cloud9 clawed back a bit of the gold lead, but there was never any point in that game